Hi, Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. It is my honor today to bring you Focus on Lightworkers, where we learn about a couple of lightworkers in particular that are out there in the world doing the work. So I would love to introduce you to Toni and Sally De La Rosa. They are here to us from Michigan. So we're going to hear about their store. So first of all, I'd like to introduce Sally because Sally is the one who first came to Enlightened World Network and has been involved with Terry Angel. So Sally, come on and say hello.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sally De La Rosa, and I am a light worker, psychic medium, and a whole lot of other hats, but recently a new co-owner of a holistic healing center. So, yes, hi. I'm happy to be here.
Pleasure to have you. And I know Terry Angel has had you on her show before, and she has brought your name up several times as far as somebody that we should be getting to know at EWN and having you more involved. So thank you for being here for this today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And Toni, you are here with us today. Such a pleasure to get to meet you.
Hi. Well, I'm Toni De La Rosa. I'm the other co-owner of Zenlightrnment, and I am a licensed massage therapist, and I have gifts opening as well.
So I can't wait to hear about Zenlightrnment. So this is a holistic healing center as well as retail shop.
Yes, yes.
But the fascinating thing about Zenlightrnment to me is when it opened. When did this open?
We actually came into this during the pandemic. I didn't even know there was a pandemic going on. I was like this ostrich with my head buried until there was the great toilet paper shortage around the world. And then all of a sudden, my daughter had posted her conquest of one roll over 3 stores. And Toni and my other granddaughter walked in at the time. And I looked at them and said, "You mean to tell me this is something that's real?" And so it was probably 3 weeks to a month after that that I had come out of I went on this 2-year horrendous transition. My roller coaster ride, I'm not one that floats very well through these transitions. I'm set on fire and I walk over broken glass. And I just do this really horribly. And so I was on this really big one since 2018. And I finally woke up in April. And one morning I was sitting there having my coffee. And all of a sudden I could hear Spirit leave me a message. And I was like, really? You're going to come to me that corny? And they had told me, if you build it, they will come. But I didn't understand it. So I'm like, okay, I will save this till later. And I'm sure it will make sense. Not even 24 hours later, this one is saying, let's go look for retail space.
I had a dream. And when I woke up, it said, just go downtown and look.
Yes.
Me being a massage therapist, though, and it being the provider for the family, it took me a little longer to just give my faith over to the angels and God. And I said, if there's a retail shop downtown Allegan, I will go part-time at my job, and then we'll open up a healing center.
And so at the time we come down here to go look for places, and there's one place for rent. Many businesses just opened up that we were not aware of. And there was a few buildings that were for sale, but this one was for rent. And so the rent at the time, and during a pandemic, you really don't want to get off your money that easily. You really want to be careful. But the rent down here was like $1,500 to $1,800 a month, which we could have done, but it was like, we're trying to, deal with our own home and personal life as well. And so we called the man, and he said that he had a verbal agreement. So we hung up the phone. I looked at her and said, he's calling us back. And so the next morning he called us back, and he says, I can't get you girls out of my mind. And then we, said, but, he tells us, but I got this verbal agreement. And we said, we understood, but keep us in mind. So she hung up the phone. And I said, he's calling us back. 2 hours later, he calls us back. And he says, I can get you girls in to see it if you would like to. And so we come in to see it. And I said, he's going to give it to us because he's not going to get us in there and not give it to us.
Right.
And so we come in, we've seen it. And from the moment that I walked into the basement here and felt the amount of angel energy and presence, I was hooked. That was it. And so when we left, I told her, I said, the basement is full of angels, angel energy. This is ours. So we followed our guidance through every bit of this because, like we said,
bit.
she was unemployed at the time because of the COVID. And so we had to be very careful with how we spent our money and what we did. We didn't want to like cut our own hands off despite, but we followed guidance through the whole thing.
And all we wanted to do was help people,
Yes.
and keep the costs low because,
Yes.
to me, there is no price on help, and we have to live, but I didn't want to, just charge an arm and a leg to a bunch of people.
Yeah. And so, we just put it out to the universe that when we needed something for the place, like we needed 2 5-gallon buckets of paint, which were at the cheapest end was 180 each. And it's like, it's kind of ouch. We needed 2 of them. So we found paint for $30 for 5 gallons. And so,
Yeah.
it's like there's big savings. So everywhere we went, angels made sure we found exactly what we needed.
Yep, they did. They're guiding us.
Everywhere.
We work for them.
Yes, that's
It's
what we
their
said.
building, their say so. They tell us what we need to do, and we pretty much do.
Yes.
I recognize that lifestyle. I do. So Toni, you heard the actual words first of what it was that you all were supposed to be bringing into the world. Have you been hearing spirit for some time, or is that more of a new thing for you?
When I was 6, I recognized that I was talking to spirits, but I was seeing them mostly, but it scared me. Being the youngest of 8 and how my siblings were with me and what they made me do, in the dark, it was, it scared me, so I shut it off. It didn't really shut off all the way. I've been seeing them and hearing them for a while, but I ignored them for 40 years. And now since I've met Sally 24 years ago, I've been open to hearing and seeing, whatever gift they want to give me, I will do what I can to help somebody with them. So.
Very nice. And Sally, what about you? What has your history been with spirit?
Oh my goodness. Well, I've been able to trace this all the way back to when I was 2. And my imaginary friends. I've never been one lucky enough to really have a grandmother in my life. Before I was even born, almost everyone was gone. I had one grandma left, my father's mother, that I met when I was 7. And I got to know her for 15 minutes that day. And that night she passed away. So I never really had a grandparent. Yet, back before I was even in school yet, all my siblings were in school and I was only home with my aunt, my tia, and she would always stay in the kitchen and I would always take over the upstairs because then I got my teenage sister, high school sister's bedroom. I could go run through and play her records, the Monkees, and, jump all over her bed and I could see her get off the bus. And I would know, okay, straighten everything up and get out. And, but when I was up there taking over the whole upstairs, always in my mom's bedroom, I would meet my secret friend. And this was an old man who would never say anything. He would just be there. And my gosh, 45 years or so later, my daughter introduced me to Ancestry.com. And so I was on there messing around and going through our lineage, and I found some pictures from way back when. Like, I was born in 63, and these were probably 30 years prior to my birth, and or more. And there was my secret friend. It was my grandfather on my mother's side.
Wow.
So he was actually keeping me company. And then I skip up to 15 and started with the death dreams and kind of ran from those. And it came on periodically through my life, in and out, but I was never really accepting until my sister passed away. And when she passed away, and she was very accepting, I decided to kind of dive in and see what her life was like. And I knew I did things because I kind of had fun with them, with people here and there, but never really attaching myself to it. And so when I finally opened myself back up to it, she had met a woman that she had rented a room from to do massages down in the downtown Allegan area. And she come home one day and said, Sally, I've got a woman you have got to meet. She can help you. And so I was hearing voices, and I was getting everything at once.
She was on Prozac.
They put me on Prozac for this because I was hearing voices.
Right.
And so she gets me to meet this woman, and this lady helps me out. She gives me my label of what I am, which I never wanted to call myself a psychic medium, because I thought, this is setting yourself up for laughing and so on. And I still cared what people thought at the time. And so, yeah,
I still thought
one thing led to another, and and I got the training that I needed to help me kind of grab a hold of things and know that I can kind of have some sort of control over what happens when it happens. Like keeping me up at night. I'm a more than 30-year insomniac.
Mhm.
So yeah, I had to control them. I was tired of being woke up in the middle of the night with people staring at me.
She's pretty strong. She's going to wake me up whether I want to be or not. So it's probably a good thing that I want to be.
Right. Right. So tell me about Zenlightenment. You've got other folks that are working with you. Is that correct?
Yes, we do. We have a second person that is a Reiki practitioner, and she's also massage trained, but she has to get her license here in Michigan. So she's working on that. And then we have an energy artist, who is our daughter, who can actually sit with you and connect with your spirit. And she, through conversation with you, she can actually pull out what you're seeing and put it on canvas. And she does healing with people this way. And it's really amazing to watch her do this. It's crazy because she can do this, I don't know what it is, 5x7 or 8x10, I think it is, in minutes.
Yeah.
When she connects with the soul, she can have this whole thing completed in minutes.
Yeah.
It's
Just like that.
crazy, yeah.
Like, oh
It
my
is.
goodness.
It's funny to watch.
But we
her
have a yoga
do this.
instructor that is
Mhm.
also our daughter. And then I'm the licensed massage therapist. And hopefully I'll be doing Reiki pretty soon, because I'm in the teaching right now. So, or in the learning.
In the learning,
She's in the
I'm
teaching.
teaching her.
So,
Great.
and as far as the retail, we have the local artists and crafters just bring their stuff in, and we sell it for them on consignment.
Yeah.
Take a little bit of their money, That's how we try to help them out. Because it's
Very
not
good.
all about the money. The store is just there to
The
take
store's
up
the
space.
the building to put everything in pretty much. And I would say probably 80% or 75% of the business done out of here is all healing,
Yeah.
um,
And
readings,
Yeah.
and massage therapy and Reiki sessions and so on. So
And
the
the product that we try and keep the crafters into is a natural, all natural product
holistic
Yeah.
things like
for healing, like lavender for
Yes.
relaxation, that kind of stuff. So It seems to be
Hem-
working out really
some
well.
gemstone
Yeah.
jewelry, things like this that are actually healing for people. And just to put a little thing out there, I did hematite bracelets, and I didn't realize how well they worked for weight loss.
Oh,
And so I had ran across a post many, many times and, just kind of pushed it away. I'm not even looking at that. And then I did one day and realized I had that bracelet, started wearing it. And within a year, I had dropped 77 pounds from wearing it.
that's crazy. Did it help you to not feel hungry, or what do you think?
Yes, it helps you to change your cravings, your snacking. It makes you more mindful of what you're doing.
Right.
Yes. And it kind of switched things around for me. So, yeah, doing that alone was, if you're going to snack, it's usually going to be the time of day you're doing it in. So for a lot of people that just can't get the weight off, it actually works.
And on the other side of that, it actually works for people that have trouble putting weight on, like myself. And it just keeps me mindful not to eat the processed sugars, because that is what keeps me from gaining weight.
Yes.
Oh,
Through all of this, we actually found out that Toni has been diagnosed with Crohn's lately. And so going through all of this and opening this business, which was not easy at the time because she didn't have the diagnosis yet or the meds. So when she went down, she was down for days sometimes. And we were trying to rebuild this place, walls down and walls up, and everything was going on and our life was crazy. And then we have her going in and out of the hospital and down left and right. And then finally we received a diagnosis of Crohn's.
Yes.
And so now they have her on Humira. And so it's injections twice a month. And
It's doing really well, though. I'm feeling really good. When we first started renovating, the first day of demolition, I broke my hand. I hit it with a hammer, and I know that thing cracked. But God is a carpenter, and He kept me going. He helped me finish doing what I had to do because I was the only one who knew how to do it. So
yes.
I kept renovating, and they took the pain away and did, what I asked them to do just so I could finish. It was great. I mean, minus the broken hand, but the relationship that I have developed with God and the angels is just remarkable. And the leap of faith that I just kind of jumped into this frying pan, it's been a great thing, though. I haven't, I can actually quit my job if I wanted to.
wow.
And just work here.
What a great story.
Yeah, it's great. I love my life. I've always believed in the Creator, but now the relationship that I have with Him, because I feel them in this building, and I've been hearing and seeing things more than I ever have before, and it's remarkable, and I'm just so full of love that I don't know what to do.
We've learned very well how to, I'm coining this phrase, set it and forget it. We set the intentions and forget about it because I'm a control freak. I like to control everything and I like to know how it's going to come out and just, take control of it, be a part of how it turns out. But through this process, we have learned to set that intention and forget about it and let the angels in your spirit team deal with the details on how it comes from point A to arrival.
Right.
So yeah, we've learned very highly to just put it out there and let it go, walk away from it. And
It always works out, and
always.
it always works out better than I could ever imagine.
Yes.
I feel that if you do good and you do the work that the angels and the Creator want you to do, and you help people as much as you can, then nothing but goodness is going to come to you. You will get what you need to survive your human world. if you do that. And I really believe that, and it's happened. So, you know,
Right.
you will get what
You two are really inspirational. This is great. Thank you.
you need.
So Zenlightenment is in Allegan, Michigan.
Yes.
And how do folks find you? Do you have a website?
We do. It's Zenlightrnment.live. And you go on there and you just click around. I mean, it's a mess right now. It's under construction. But you can click on the services and you'll be able to meet all the people that work with us, and you'll be able to see their services and the prices that we, you know, charge. And my thing is if you need help and you don't have money, just call us. Just call us. Because,
Absolutely. We work things out somehow, some way. We make
like
it
I
happen.
said, it's not all about the money.
No.
It's about the love.
What a gift. What a gift you both are. I'm going to let you go now, but I'm so pleased you've been with us on Focus on Lightworkers. Such a treat. Toni and Sally De La Rosa of Zenlightenment in Allegan, Michigan. So thank you, ladies, for being here with us.
Thank
Well,
you
thank
for
you for
having
having
us.
us. It was nice meeting you.